account here. At the top of the page, I've got my account balance. That's essentially all the funds that I have accessible. And all of these budgets in the middle of the page, essentially what they've done is when I add users onto this budget, it's issued them a card, okay? And those cards can be issued in a matter of seconds for us to get payments made on particular jobs. And what we're going to do is I'm going to create a new budget today for fuel cards. And we'll take a look at some of the different ways we can set up a budget. The main thing I want to think about here is how this unlocks an organization. Instead of waiting for weeks for a card to be issued, you can issue a card in seconds. You can set limits on how much can be spent. And then on top of that, you can delete it. All the transactions are going to remain in the account for at least 7 years for audit purposes. So look, you really can issue, delete cards in a matter of seconds and unlock that spending. So look, I'm going to create a new budget. I'm going to call this one fuel. And what we're going to do is every month we might have about $2,000 worth of fuel going through some of the cars that we have on hand. Now these payments are going to be made by James, Joseph and Mark, and maybe myself as well. So look, by including these individuals on this page here, once I create the budget, in the mobile app, they will have access to a Weel card automatically. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add Kimberly as the approver. So if any one of these individuals needs to spend a little bit more than the budgeted amount, what we might do is set a limit on all of them. So we've all got $500 a month to spend on fuel. If any one of these individuals needs to spend a little bit more than $500, they can make a request through the mobile app. Kimberly's going to get a notification, can approve it from the web app, from the mobile phone, and that's automatically going to sort of top up the amount that they can spend throughout the month. The main thing here is, one, with these fuel cards, we're not locked into any providers, but what we have access to is pre-approved funds for that. And what that also is going to allow us to do is, one, limit specific categories to fuel. If I scroll across on here, great. That's going to also help us with the end of month coding. There's only going to be one option that's tied into the account code, the GL code. So one, I don't need to spend extra time reallocating to the correct place. And two, we've got checks and balances to make sure that we're not overspending here. So I create that one. Essentially, that's issued cards to all of these individuals. How easy is that to really start to control spend? First, your first line of defense is that they can only spend $500 within the month. Second one is that you've unlocked spend through being able to issue that in a matter of seconds.